Hello my beautiful and handsome people, and welcome back to Uniquely Sorrel. I am Gracelyn Sorrel, and I am so glad to be back to talk to you guys today. I am coming with another Purity on Purpose video, and this one is so important because it is one of the steps that you need to take in order to begin in purity. So if you want to hear more, keep on watching. Alright guys, so I believe that the number one thing that you need to be open to when you are taking this journey onto purity is change. You need to be open to change, because before I began purity and before I made the decision to be pure, I was not expecting to be like changing the way that I am and altering my decisions and committing to this thing 101%. Like, you have to be open to changing your like lifestyle all the way to like your diet. You have to be willing to open up your heart fully to Christ and say, okay God, I am available to you and I want you to use me fully for your glory and for this purity on purpose journey, right? And another thing is that you really need to watch your attitude. Your attitude really matters when you are living a life of purity, because if you have a bad attitude, first of all, nobody's really going to want you unless you get somebody that really likes bad attitudes. But most of the time, guys don't like bad attitudes and girls don't like bad attitudes. So you really have to watch how you treat people, how you treat yourself, and like your mannerisms. You know, do you pop up at the mouth every time somebody gets mad at you? Do you get sensitive every time somebody wants to give you constructive criticism? Now, I had to work on my sensitivity. I mean, I was so sensitive, and I'm working on it like day by day, but if I felt even the slightest bit of offense, I cried. And that's, you know, it's not necessarily a terrible thing. However, no husband wants a sensitive woman like I was. And that's why I say you have to be open to change, because if I wasn't willing to change that issue that was going on in my heart of being so sensitive, then a man would be like, oh, like, she is way too, you know, she cries way too much and she gets so emotional when I say one thing about another female. Dudes don't want that, and neither do girls. We don't want an overly sensitive person in our lives. So you have to be open to altering your decisions, altering your heart, and being the best that you can be, because you can't be stagnant on this journey. You can't be like, I am who I am, I'm not changing for anybody. It's great to be confident, but you need a holy confidence. Like, you need a confidence worth showing people, which is not, I'm not changing for anyone, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that. No, you need to be open, but you need to know who you are at the same time, if you know what I mean. So there's a scripture that says in Psalm 18:25, it says, to the faithful you show yourself faithful, to the blameless you show yourself blameless. To the pure you show yourself pure, but to the devious you show yourself shrewd. So that scripture really, to me, means that if you show yourself kind, you're going to get kindness back. And I think kindness is so important in purity, because, you know, just being kind makes the world go round, and when you're kind, you feel better about yourself, and you're not worried about everybody else. And when you're just walking in that state of mind where you're just being nice to everybody just because you just love the world and you just love people and you just love life itself, it's like that makes you attractive. And who doesn't want to be attractive? You know what I mean? Like, who wants to be ugly? Do you want to be ugly? I don't think so. So it's like, I'm not nice because I want to be attractive. I'm nice and I'm genuine because I love life itself. So if you love life, and if you're willing to change that attitude of yours, and if you're willing to just allow God to use you, then you will be on the right first step to purity. Because it's just a beautiful thing, and people will be more attracted to you. You'll feel better about yourself because you're not bitter, you're not angry all the time, you're not throwing fits all the time. You're just purely you, and you're purely loving life. So I encourage you guys today to change that attitude, alter those issues in your mind, and say, okay, God, I want you to use me to your fullest extent, to whatever you want me to do. You know, use me. And when I first went on this journey, if I had a closed heart, if my heart were like, nothing can get in here, I am who I am, nobody could change me, nothing can change me, that would have put a pressure on this whole journey, because this is not about me. This is about others. This is about Jesus Christ, and this is about living for Him. So I can't have standards when it comes to changing who I am. I have to let go of those standards and go to the sky. Like, you know, the sky is the limit with character, because you can grow every day. You can become better every day. So I just want to encourage you guys today just to become the better person that you were yesterday, and just to work on those little things. Even if you have a, you know, I don't know, if you have a addiction to like food or something, be open to changing that, because no man or no woman is going to want anybody addicted and having a stronghold to anything other than Christ Himself, if you get a Christian, or a item. So work on those things, be open to change, and change that attitude and alter who your heart is becoming. And if you're a great person already, good. Like, I'm glad that you're working on yourself. I'm glad that you want a better lifestyle for yourself, because that's the most important thing that you could do in your single season, is work on yourself, allow God to work on you, and just be the best that you can be. So I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. I hope and pray that you can change your ways, and that you can become pure and live in purity, taking this first step, which is altering your attitude and being open to change. So, and do not forget, subscribe to my channel, like this video, and comment down below. I want to know, if you're living in purity, what have you had to change about yourself? My biggest change, I believe, was my sensitivity issue, which I'm still working on, which I'm still getting better with. So what did you have to change, or what, even if you're not living in purity, what do you need to change in your life in order to just become a better person? And come on and journey this out with me and live in purity.